And we're back here once again with another episode of the Iron Man Podcast, episode 544. So the reason why that I ended up doing 2 episodes of the show today was that it would make up for not obviously streaming Wednesday. And as you guys know, I have to kind of find a top G for Wednesdays because Professor Savage Dad is going to be out of commission for a little bit of undisclosed time, actually. So thank you guys for joining the show. It's another rendition of Tuesday's Big Showdown. We are going to keep this gravy train moving and moving and moving. Deadpool and Wolverine drops this week, and we will be doing a Deadpool and Wolverine open spoiler discussion. We'll probably end up doing it Sunday, I think is the best day for most people. Looking at who's going to see it, because I'm literally watching it Thursday, like around 3-4 my time.
Yeah,
I got to do the league podcast with Chaz at 7, so I have to watch it at that time, you know. So I know all of you guys are watching it mostly on Friday and Saturday, outside of like us two. So I think Sunday will be a good day because after you watch it, you could process it, have more generalized thoughts about what's going on. You know,
I may watch it, then like walk right back and watch it again because I'll be by myself the entire day.
Oh, okay,
I may just go watch it twice.
I'm bringing my notepad. So I can make notes.
I'm bringing.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm bringing. Well, I'm bringing
remember it off the cuff.
My memory sucks, man. It sucks getting older. Just look at Joe Biden.
Oh shit, man! Oh, you guys are nuts.
Joe Biden.
God, crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. We're not that old.
We're only half his age.
True.
Yeah. You guys just literally disgust me on every level possible.
Sorry, we're sorry. We're attacking your guy.
It's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
Just because they know how to write.
So I want to say one thing before we go into all the other stuff we're going to talk about tonight, which is I know people saw me cover the Dr. Disrespect situation like we did when that situation dropped. Just letting you guys know, I am not treating the Chris Tyson situation differently. I literally was going to do a video on it today. I was literally in the moment of doing the video. I was like probably 3 minutes in. You know, I even did it without having a lot of mess ups in my intro. You know, I got to have my intro right, the feel, the tone good. I did it like right in the first like 2 times. Right when I was doing it, about 4 minutes in, like I said, my power shut off for like 20 minutes. And I was like, fuck, that just killed all my motivation for doing it. Because then after that, I had my one-on-one that I did with Kaida, actually, because I wanted to do the video before I did it with Kaida. That way it's already done. So I'm not treating the Chris Tyson situation differently because it's Chris Tyson. That's not happening. We did slightly cover it on last night's Iron Man podcast episode for Monday Mayhem, where we gave our general thoughts and opinions. Because the reason why, and I'll go with this in the video too. Usually when it comes to situations like that, the next big part of the situation usually drops around 24 hours later. And that's what happened. The later part of him actually tweeting dropped later today. And all that's covered in the video. I literally have compiled so many tweets for Chris Tyson. You guys are going to absolutely love it. It's going to be on the level of like an Eric July attractor video. I have receipts out the ass. I have everything compiled, ready to go over. Timeline is there and everything. It's a lot, honestly.
Some other pages have been doing like you said, like doing receipt stuff. Dude,
yeah. I have to go into because you know how for your search history you go Control H and you go through all the tweets and stuff. Oh my god! And for this one, I told people this one's not going to be compiled with tweets that are like date accurate because I could just tell you when the situation happened anyway with this guy. So yeah, don't think I'm going to take it easy on this guy either. And I'm not taking it easy on those e-thought streamers either. I know they made their little tweets, so don't worry. All that's going to get covered. All that is done. But I was trying to gauge, like, do people like videos like the way we did it with Dr. Disrespect, where they're like it one video at a time, where it talks about a situation when it first drops versus when it happens the second time? I try to do it this time differently, playing it out from maybe people would consume it better in a podcast or they would consume it better in a video. I think people like the breaking down the videos where they like the situation up front when it happens and your thoughts and opinions, and they like the follow-up videos. So, you know, I wasn't not trying to talk about it. I just tried it a different way. But it's not going to matter come tomorrow when you guys see this epic destruction of this worthless piece of shit. And, you know, what's really interesting about that piece of shit is people that said, well, inappropriate, edgy jokes is what Dr. Disrespect got canceled over. Oh, my God. Okay, so there's various reasons and different situations that call for different ways of talking about them, like we talked about last Tuesday. First of all, Dr. Disrespect literally admitted to what he did. People made up the girl's age. They literally made up the girl's age. We don't know if she was 17. You just don't. People just literally make that up off the cuff, okay? And he already admitted to the wrong things that he was accused of. So automatically, people would probably not like him. But with this situation, we know the kid's age. They've even stated we know the person's age. He was 13, going on 16 or whatever, right? Then you have those tweets that I'm going to show in the video where when he's talking to this kid and he said he's going to send him nudes, keep in mind, that tweet that Chris had was in 2020. Okay, so now that kid is 20 years old, okay? So minus 2 years, at that point in time, he'd be 18, right? Now, those tweets were also sent in 2018 as well. Minus 2 more years from that, he'd be 16. He was literally saying he was going to send nudes to a 16-year-old boy. If you just minus the time correctly, which is just 4 years, when those tweets were sent in 2018, that's bad. And that's what Dr. Disrespect canceled over, edgy jokes to kids. To be fair, same with his situation. This one, you just shouldn't be doing that. That's just fucking weird. You just shouldn't be doing that at all. The difference with Dr. Disrespect is he didn't even meet the girl, right? This guy actually met that person.
It was pre or post surgery.
Oh, I don't think Chris ever got the surgery, actually.
Huh?
I don't think Chris ever got the surgery.
I thought he did.
No, all he said was that he was going to be on that hormone shit that they get put on.
Oh, okay. I would say if you got the surgery, we have different rules for different parts between your legs. If you're a man instigating this stuff, you crucify. If you're a woman instigating this stuff, you're clapping your buddy on the back. Hey, good job.
I don't agree with that. Well, it kind of goes back to that South Park episode with Ike. That the kindergartner Ike. And then the female teacher having the inappropriate relationship, and everyone's like, so he's sleeping with his teacher. Nice. The entire time, because that is literally looking at how society looks at it incorrectly. It's still a power dynamic difference. It is older. It's still a minor with an adult. Doesn't matter who the adult gender is. And again, as we kind of surmised, the I'm going trans was to protect from any kind of blowback when this stuff comes out. I think that's really why this is happening.
Agreed.
Yeah. And I mean, the situation is just really just disgusting and weird. And people's, Walter brought up that we didn't potentially know that he knew. Even more stuff gets revealed about that. Remember Mr. Beast made that transphobia tweet 2023? So he's very aware of what goes on in this dude's life. I mean, they're literally best friends, okay? He is very aware of what's going on. Now, even if he didn't know about the whole shit, because, people keep secrets from each other, that's understandable, okay? If he didn't know about that. But all that doesn't matter now, because now he does know. What he does now moving forward is what's going to be the biggest thing, because Mr. Beast hasn't made any statements about anything. That's because potentially, I'll give you guys credit here, maybe he didn't know, but now he does know, and now he doesn't know what to do or think because his best friend got outed as a fucking literal piece of shit. And by a piece of shit, I mean gave a 16-year-old heroin, because that's not the same as sending them naked pictures, right? His fucking friend potentially started sending nudes and just having even inappropriate conversation with 14-year-olds. Remember, Mr. Beast is the biggest brand, biggest personality on YouTube, and he's probably going to do this thing of not talk about it. I know he's not. He's not going to talk about it. Let's be honest here. He ain't saying shit. He can't.
So, well, I saw some video that was supposedly him making an apology, but it's is this him talking shit about trans people? Is that real?
For Mr. Beast? He made one?
Yeah.
Oh, did he? I didn't see anything if he did. I checked his videos. He
hasn't released
anything
the last few days.
Let me see on Mr. Beast's channel. I haven't seen anything from him. Maybe he did. Let me check right now.
Michael, funny. I touched no setting on my camera, but now you can clearly see the picture. You couldn't see it yesterday. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this camera.
The angle's different.
Yeah,
don't try to go the. No one can. I didn't touch it. I didn't touch the camera.
Touched it. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing. I may have knocked my monitor, but I did not touch the camera. I mean,
or did you have an EVS moment and throw something at your screen, so that's why your camera's now at a different angle?
Saturday I jokingly knocked it down, but yesterday was all fucked up. I don't know.
No, he hasn't released any videos.
Okay, must have been someone just took like made a deep fake of him then.
Oh yeah, that was me. I saw that in the Twitter thread, and I thought it was the funniest shit ever. And I just put in the group chat for us to go. We can't go over it on YouTube. That would be a nope. God, that's how you get mega nuked, actually. So yeah, this situation is bad. Just putting it out there. People allow their kids to watch him. I don't know how involved Chris really was in the videos. The ones that I saw from him, he really wasn't. But then again, I haven't seen Mr. Beast's videos. I don't really care for the guy, being completely honest here. Content's not really my style. I like that he helps people. I think that's really cool. I think he helps poor people where their governments couldn't give a fuck about them. That's honestly a great thing. But, he's probably just not going to say anything about this situation, honestly.
Which is odd.
Like, the biggest YouTube personality won't say something about his best friend getting outed as a kid diddler, or a person that was grooming kids to be diddled. Gross. That's disgusting, man.
I love how people are defending him, saying like the kid said it wasn't grooming. You know how many times?
Of course he's gonna say that, right? Of course he's gonna say that shit. Yeah.
And the woman is sitting there saying nothing happened, and you're seeing her bleeding. Oh yeah, nothing happened. The victim gets a victim mentality. It's something they do.
Oh, you know how, I don't know if you saw that Discord message that he sent to the person named, the Lava is the victim in the situation. Okay, so outside of the really disgusting tweets that are already nailed to the wall, right? He sent him a Snapchat message where Chris was like, coming for America. Okay, guys, in 2018, that person was 16 years old. Why is this potentially 25-year-old person, 20-year-old, whatever, why is that guy sending a 16-year-old video, image with the caption of coming for America? Like, what? And you gotta ask this. And then that situation is weird too. Think about that. He said apparently they had met with the family because of a giveaway. They won a giveaway. Oh, okay. Well, then after that, if that's true, then it's over. Then you would not be needing to talk to that person anymore, though, because the interaction is over. Why is this guy in Discord calls with him? You literally see images of this. You see pictures. You see videos of this stuff. What possible reason would you have to keep up a interaction with a kid that young? I'm just saying, like, all that's just red flag shit right there. I'm sorry. Like, that is way, way too guilty, man. Sorry. That's just weird. Chloe, what's up? I'm looking at any of you guys' chat. You're all cloud chasers. But I love you all. Chloe, hey, how you doing, lady? To be fair, I don't blame him for staying quiet. He opens his mouth. He might further incriminate Tyson and might implicate himself. Yeah, because I'll be honest here, he probably knew. But the thing is, we don't even know how involved he was. Did he know? And it was like, fuck, what do I do with this guy? Or did he know as far as like, well, sorry. That's the only way. That's
he could come out and just say something, like, hey, I didn't know, or we don't. It's not something the channel is for. That's it.
Or he knew, he was hoping it would never come out. Now that it's come out, now what does he do? Because he can't admit he's known about it. He can't do any. I mean, it's actually
even worse if he admits that he's known about it. It's even worse. Because that means the biggest personality on YouTube that does content literally for kids, that it's mostly all the kids on YouTube watching him, knew his best friend was a R. Kelly and didn't say anything.
That's what I'm saying.
That's actually worse. If he admits that he knew and didn't do anything, that's actually terrible. That's horrible.
He needs to distance himself by saying, we don't condone this. That's it.
Yep.
But does that ultimately admit that he admitted to the
admits nothing? No,
yeah. no. It's keeping away from admitting anything about it.
He should.
Yeah, just hey, we do not condone this, and Work and honestly, he
We're
needs
trying
to
to
go.
find a-
I'm cutting all ties with this individual. He is. With what I produce and what my channel is. It is extremely inappropriate, and it cannot be tolerated. And I will not have this anywhere near my channel or my
Short,
brand.
sweet, to the point. Don't pull disrespect and just nuke yourself.
Yeah, don't pull a Dr. Spec in. Well, to be fair, it's good. That means we know who he is. But if he admits that he knew and didn't do anything, you know how bad that is? Because we don't even know the extended length of time that he knew. That's the problem with that.
It's going to come out if you knew. It's going to come out.
Yeah, and that's bad. The biggest content creator on YouTube that has a lot of kids watching him, that means that, fuck, oh my God, that's bad. Like, there's no way to conceivably understand how bad that is, that a person like that would cover that up. You know, that means he essentially cares about his friend from the point of view of the average person. They're gonna be like, you cared about your R. Kelly friend over like all like that? That's what it's gonna look like. And is that a wrong position to have? It's just not. That's not a wrong position that this person would know this horrible thing that happened and didn't do anything about it. You know, he just yeah. What you guys said is true. There's gonna have to be a, hey, we don't condone this. And the behavior that I found out from this individual has been disgusting and deplorable, and we are cutting ties. Don't admit anything else. If you start going off about stuff that you knew, you didn't do anything about, being in the position of power you are, that's bad. Just keep it short and sweet. About 2 sentences worth of words.
Yeah.
Don't condone it. Cutting ties. We're
moving forward.
If you want to stay investigating, whatever, but like you said, we're done. Moving forward. Now, he needs to be careful, because if it does come out that he knew, it's gonna be a fucking shit show.
Screwed. He's done. Yeah. I mean, he won't be done technically, because he's one of those people now that's just too big to get to fail, right?
Well, no, that is not. I don't think that
fucked himself up too. He
was
the number one guy.
Yeah. And PewDiePie had the inward situation.
Disney, people like Disney's too big to fail. No, they're not. No one. I know people think that, and most of the time,
he's in a position where it would be potentially possible.
Yeah, like a lot of businesses seem that way, and people generally used to shy away and be like, "Oh, they're too big, so I'm backing down." People aren't backing down anymore.
Not even Disney employees. I mean, hell, Disneyland employees are about to go on strike. When the company's stock is continuing to this is the time they decide to strike.
What's up, Walter? How you guys doing? I haven't read anything in the chat besides Chloe's comment, because, you know, I can't give you guys clout. Walter says, if he says that he doesn't condone it, the MSKs of the internet are still posting videos about how he probably knew. So what's the difference? Because it's in his best interest to say that he didn't know, because because if he knew and didn't do anything, that's actually worse. You know,
that's what I was saying.
Horrible that is. Yeah, he can't admit that he knew. Yeah,
he shouldn't say that he didn't know, unless he can prove he didn't know.
And that's also hard to prove itself too.
Don't make the claim, because it's going to come out. If you don't say anything, it's still going to come out. So I mean, it's a shit show, guys. The internet's a fucking shit show, and this is why I like to be involved in drama forming and shit, because it's a shit show.
Get a shovel. Let's start farming. Start digging this hole all the way in. Dirt. So yeah, that's the thing. I mean, after my video, unless more stuff comes out on it, like either with him or Dr. Disrespect, or Destiny, I don't do more videos. We did do one more Destiny video. I haven't released yet. We did it on the show. Unless more comes out, then I'll do it, right? But that's the thing is that, because people don't understand the difference with you not knowing something versus what you do know is, if you're not knowing, that means you didn't make the right decisions based off not knowing, which is understandable if you didn't know. Now, if you knew something and you didn't do anything, that means that you either are trying to sweep it under the rug, hope it doesn't come out, or you straight up condone it yourself. That's where we're going to be at. But yes, we're going to be on Deadpool Wolverine coming up in just a moment here. Joe Biden is alive, apparently.
WZ.
No, that's what I guess what the media is saying.
Yeah, WZ. A bunch of screenshots of the conversation with the person and the child came out. of like their conversations, saying what they're gonna do and saying what he wants to send them pictures of nudes and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
just gonna get worse before. I mean, in a lot of these cases with things that have currently actively been going on with these channels, this is just what happens, and especially because who knows when it comes to Mr. Beast, what he knew, how long he knew, if he even knew. There could be a chance that we'll never actually have an answer to that.
Right.
But from a brand standpoint, he just needs to do what I said earlier. Come out, say he does not condone it, that he's cutting ties with everything having to do with him, how that's not what his brand is, it's not what his channel is, and that any of that behavior will not be acceptable moving forward from any staff moving forward. If it's found, they will be removed, and I'm just going to continue making content and doing what I've been doing.
Here, I'll show you right now. First of all, this is also evidence where it's also really bad, even if it's out of context. Here, I'll show you guys part of my video right here. I'm gonna skip over this picture right now. Okay, so I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Walt. I misunderstood.
Okay, so here, let's use this one, right? Okay. No, fuck off. I don't want to hear you talk. Okay, is it this one? No. Sorry. One right. What's this one? Give me a sec. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Not that one. I think it's this one. Nope.
No, not that one. Nope, not that one. Oh,
right
there
here.
You go.
Look at that. Now, this account is inactive. This is his first Twitter. This is his first Twitter account. Chris says, that bitch look good. I'm not saying that because that is how you get clear context. Nope. Just read that. They look like a sane human
prevent
being.
yourself from getting clipped.
They look like a sane human being. Someone close to their crew said he knew. Jake the Viking, who was close to him, a member of his crew said he knew. Then again, that's if you believe him. It's really all up to that. I mean, whether he knew or not is, to be fair, irrelevant to the situation that we're at now. He does know now. There's no way he doesn't know now. It's ridiculous if he didn't know now. What does he do in that situation at this point? You know? He knew he was going to be trans. Pointing it out, you know? God, that is not a woman.
Walter, depends what state you're in. Some states would cover the cost.
Oh, God, that is so gross looking at this guy. He's so damn ugly. Fuck. That's not a lady. Just saying. Oh, God.
No.
If I saw screenshots of one of you guys saying some weird shit like that, we'd be having talks. We'd be like having some problems.
We'd be cutting your ass off.
That should be no benefit of any doubt. That is weird. And
hold on.
The one person said it was from a song. It was a song lyric. Oh.
Let me stop myself for a second. There would be a conversation because I have seen people try to do this to other people where they mock up a fucking post and it was never posted, but they mocked it up, brought it to me, said, oh, this guy's talking about doing stuff to kids. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got to pull this guy in. And so, there'll be a conversation, and depending on how it went, depending on the determinant, it'll be more or none.
That is true. There's also receipts of this guy. There's also receipts of this guy saying he's going to send nudes to a 16-year-old too. There's also a situation recently where it's come out that his actual Snapchat logs got put out, and he's just messaging
come out and say he was inappropriately talking to the minor. Pretty sure he came out and said it, or whatever he is, said he was having a conversation with a minor, inappropriate, similar to what Disrespect said. I want to say he came and said that.
This is the only tweets he's had since he. Also, this is how you know it's incriminating. After he posted that his kid was wearing high heels, which is, that's already a no situation. I'm not touching that else. You guys know how weird that is, okay? He literally deleted all of his tweets. He only tweeted today based off the firing from Mr. Beast. Okay, so I'll just share it because I know you guys are gonna believe me until I share it.
That right there too is a tale. If he was fired from Mr. Beast corporate,
This is
business,
one of them I'm gonna have in the video. This was one that was made today. Okay, so right here. In past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable, and I cannot change who I was, but I continue to work on myself. Okay, so that would make sense in a certain context if this wasn't this situation, because up here it says, to lump these two factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad, edgy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. It's literally what Dr. Disrespect got canceled over.
But you don't make jokes like that with kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You just don't. Yeah, I'm sorry. This guy is in the wrong. He's a piece of shit. That's it. If Dr. Disrespect did that, and he admitted he did do that, people said, okay, you're guilty. It's over for you. Right here. He did this with a minor he was talking to. And there's plenty of evidence for that to show that he was talking to this person. Okay. He is the person, listening, had to admit that nothing happened. Now, to be fair, this guy was at this point 13, 16 years old. They don't know jack shit about anything. Probably doesn't even remember what really happened in most conversations, you know? Like, of course he's going to say he's not a victim. Of course he's going to say that. Like, I'm sorry. It's just...
I mean,
hold on. Let me make sure
the two teachers that had to wait with some football players about an hour away from me that made like the news, and one of them whose dad was a judge. The boys never said they were victimized. They were like late teens. They're not gonna say that. I mean,
I wanted to add like here's this. You know what? I'll just take this and I'll add it back to the video later on. Here was his response. Okay, so let's go over the whole thing, and then we'll go to the Deadpool stuff because there's a lot to talk about that too. All right, so there's 40 motherfuckers. Holy shit. I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anybody. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best that I permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health. Already that's like,
a red flag.
Bro.
That is the common red flag.
Focus on your family and have your little boy in high heels. Shut the fuck up, you weirdo. Disgusting freak. God damn, man. Mental health? We already know you. Whatever. Just fucking hell, man. The next one. I want to add, I've never groomed anyone. The person who gets brought up in these accusations, Lava, has vocally supported that they are false. To be fair, of course they're going to do that. But then again, could the person be telling the truth? Could be. I'm open to being wrong. Having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone I have hurt with my unacceptable social media posts. He even says right there they were unacceptable. In his own mouth. He said right there, they're bad. They're not good. Past actions, and to those who may feel betrayed by how I used to act online. To lump these two, we read that one. Sorry about that. And then you have the last one. He probably not tweeting after this. Mr. Beast probably told him no more tweeting. I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who worked on Mr. Beast, blah, 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 blah. It's all bunch of gobbledygook. You know, I'm not showing the replies because they're not YouTube friendly. Let's just say that. Just putting it that way. Now, I said this last night, and I'll say it here. Just because this person is a Looney Tune doesn't automatically make them a bad person. You know, that would be like if a black person walked into Walmart and had pants sagging and they had a do-rag on. Would that make him a gangbanger? Ultimately, probably, yeah. But, you know.
How do you know he's not a CEO of something? Like,
just because someone looks like that doesn't really necessarily mean they are that thing. But I could understand why white people think that way. Just saying, you know, if Drunken Emerald Arrow's walking out looking like Green Arrow, it's probably to assume he's Green Arrow, obviously, you know. But then the witness may not actually saving the city and go, oh, nope, never mind. Well, Gray, how you feeling about life?
I was feeling good until I came here.
Oh shit! Oh god, man! All right. Let's go over some fun stuff instead of talking about the white R. Kelly. Yeah, they are. You're mentally deranged. If you are like, you are mentally deranged. Just saying. That is not a thing anyway. You're a dude or you're a chick. That's it. Two. That's it. All right. So much stuff here. God damn. I imagine the social media embargo for Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be lifting very soon. Has to be. They're going to be like, oh, best movie of all time. Best movie ever made. Yeah.
New Rockstar posted a video, non-spoiler review of it. I watched it. It was, It was good. I mean, I think it's got to be lifted now. People are already posting videos.
Okay, so let's go right here.
Well, you can tell how the company feels about this of a product when they allow the embargo to be lifted.
Especially like 2 days
if the
before.
embargo is if the embargo is being lifted like 12 hours before it's going to release, it's shit.
Already articles talking about it being some 50% or some shit. Oh, you know,
I saw it's got a lower score than
a
lower Metacritic score and then some other shit movie that came out. That's bullshit.
All right. So Mr. Andrew J. Salzer said, now seated for the first ever fan screening of Transformers 1. I did a trailer reaction to that on the channel. You guys can go watch that. Here. You want good Transformers shit? I'll just show you right now. Just go buy I think it's right here. Sorry. It's right here.
Watch the 84 animated movie.
You could watch that. That's a good idea too. Here, read this book. This is $20, and this is well worth more value than that's going to bring you to go to the theater. Just buy this. Transformers Volume 1, Robots in Disguise. Daniel Warren Johnson and the other guy, Mike Spencer. Yes, good Lord. Got it all up here. Buy that for Transformers, and you'll thank me later.
No, Walter, and I'll disagree there,
think,
Walter.
Man? He says,
because
if Deadpool is bad, it'll be hilarious to see how people try to blame Marvel when they praise Reynolds when they thought it was going to be good. It's possible.
No, I will still I'll put it on Reynolds. I have no problem with saying that because Reynolds has been such a big part of of Deadpool that he is responsible. If it ends up being a bad movie, he's just as responsible as the
I can imagine he has a lot of control
as Marvel.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I would speak. Anyone knows about me. I'm going to talk about movies however they make me feel when I'm watching them. It's just, blame is something we'll all be talking about. Actually,
oh, I know it was mentioned how. Well, first off, there's a lot less sex talk in this one than the first two Deadpool movies.
I'd imagine.
That was a compromise. Well, hold on. But there's still a lot of digs at Disney. So there's supposedly a lot of digs still in the movie at Disney.
But that was in lineman too, because the digs at Fox in the first two movies.
I think me and you are in a minority on this belief, Emerald. I know I'm black. Walter, you being black is already an L. I'm a white black man. That's a W.
I don't think Reynolds would be as much to blame as the studio, because they could still go in and change what they want after. But I agree, he has his share.
I'll be honest here. This movie's gonna have a lot of humor, guys. It's Deadpool. I would expect it to be funny. Like I said, going in, it's gonna be funny. The Deadpool. If anyone says they thought going to it was gonna be serious, gotta take that review with a grain of salt. That is massive.
It's got its seriousness. It's like the second one had a little more seriousness than the first one.
Yeah, it's sprinkled.
Yeah. But I think I was also remember him saying that it's not as connected as everyone is expecting it to be.
To
the whole MCU.
Hugh Jackman says he would love to do a Marvel project with Tom Holland Spider-Man. That would be cool, and he's young. We could pile on him and abuse him.
For a person that didn't want to come back to, and it took Ryan to get him back as Wolverine after he said he retired from it. You want to know what? I have a feeling he actually loves playing that character, and he loves being Wolverine.
Hear me out. He was married when he made the last Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's single now. Wearing the suit like this, I don't think he has to get as jacked as he did before. So I think maybe he's seeing he can do it.
Right.
He also could have changed his diet, and
I think he may have rediscovered his love for the character because you understand when it comes to long-standing people that have played these characters for many years, got to factor in even when he first got casted, filming, premieres, all that stuff year in year out, all those X-Men movies since 2000 they've been dropping, and I think he was at a point where when he did Logan, it was his last hurrah of doing the whole thing, getting in shape and filming and going to different locations and stunt work and all that stuff. He got to a point where he just kind of wanted to give it up. Not because probably he didn't love it. It's just That shit wears on you doing the same thing for like 10, 12 plus years, you know?
He's in his 50s, and to get jacked is harder as you get older.
Yeah. And when he came back for this one, he probably discovered the love for it. And plus, they allow him to wear the fucking yellow suit. We're going to go over that article where grown men started crying over that. We'll cover that one in a little bit. That was just gay. Fuck.
Hey, man.
All right.
I'm not going to judge.
Deadpool and Wolverine has a 54 rating on Metacritic, just 1 point under The Flash. I want people to keep in mind this when it comes to any review site. Just keep in mind to your brain, as a general rule of thumb for any film that comes out or has ever existed, that is just whose ever opinions are on there. Just because it's the overall rating, it's not the general consensus of everybody that is given a rating, okay? And then people say the same thing with Rotten Tomatoes. I don't like Rotten Tomatoes, but not everyone on Rotten Tomatoes thinks the same thing. It's a review aggregate of all the reviews to get the percentage. Plus, when it comes to Metacritic or like cinema, what is it called? The one where it gives like the A or B's. Basically, if it's not an A, it's trash.
Cinema score.
Cinema score. Yeah. Cinema score is garbage because if it's not an A or an A plus, it's trash, which is already a horrible fucking rating system anyway. But yeah, just keep in mind, Metacritic and Cinema Score and Rotten Tomatoes are just a dime a dozen way of how people just read reviews. All right. The Batman universe of movies and TV is called the Batman Epic Crime Saga. There's been like nothing that has been announced for this universe at all. I mean, there was that Arkham Asylum project that got axed. They have the Penguin show coming out. I don't know if I'm really going to be watching that. Not really that interested, honestly.
I am absolutely not interested in that at all.
Not even close. And I think, who played Penguin in that movie? I forgot his name.
Colin Farrell.
Did a great job. He did a great job as Penguin. I just, you know. Meh. Maybe. Deadpool will be at Avengers Camp. No one cares. All right. Deadpool and Wolverine has one post-credit scene. Well, that's good to know that I did not potentially leave when there being a post-credit scene there. One post-credit scene. Okay, cool. Awesome. Deadpool and Wolverine debuts with an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. If you guys want to go read the reviews, we can, if you want to. Kevin Feige tells us whether a MCU return of Tony Stark or Steve Rogers is now possible. After they successfully brought back Hugh Jackman after Logan, it can be done if great care is taken. But that's
they have a multiverse. They could bring back those characters from just a different variant.
Yeah.
So I mean, they've already solved it with the lazy writing of multiverses.
Yeah, same thing, Walter. It looks good. I saw a trailer. It didn't look bad. It was just like, meh. And the thing is, I don't believe they ever should have killed him off to begin with. Killing him off was stupid. But let's be honest here. They're going to bring him back at some point.
Well, I think it was partially Robert Downey Jr.'s choice as well, because he's in his late 50s. That's hard for him to film this shit.
That in the years of hard partying and drugs. I mean,
and I see him being like, guys, let's kill him off so we can not bring him back. I'm done.
Oh yeah, I forgot Joker 2. I haven't seen the trailer yet. I'm gonna do a trailer reaction. I'll do a trailer reaction very soon for you guys, which will be a little bit within this week.
Fuck that movie.
Not happy? Didn't like the second one?
No. Hey, the first was stupid too.
Peter Docter officially reveals that Andrew Stanton and McKenna Harris are directing Toy Story 5. Stanton previously directed WALL-E, Finding Nemo, and co-wrote all 4 Toy Story films. Toy Story 4 is a pile of shit. There's only 3 movies to me in that franchise. 3 great animated movies. Toy Story 4 is awful. The movie stinks.
I don't even know if I saw 3.
You should. Great movie, honestly. Penguin stuff there. Deadpool and Wolverine is tracking to open at 360 million plus worldwide. Would be the biggest opening ever for an R-rated film.
Take my money.
What if? No, they can't do that because of kids. They should have made the popcorn bucket for Deadpool in a butt. Where you put your hand inside his ass.
They're making the
controller. Yeah. What else is here? New Harvey Dent's going to be in that. Did you guys ever watch Euphoria? I never did.
No.
I'm not a fan of like glorifying like drug use and shit like that. So I'm talking with Walter about like the AMC app. I bought my ticket, but when I was going to buy it, I had an option to tap to buy the popcorn box. I tap it. The only option, and once I got into that section, the only option I had was to buy Despicable Me 4 box.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing for Deadpool Wolverine. So
Oh
I'm probably
my
gonna
God.
miss out on it.
I'm wondering if it's if it's just maybe AMC that has it.
I went to their app and used their app. It gave me the option. I tapped it and there was nothing there. Was it one of the, Walter and Michael said that the Regal theaters are gonna have them in Thursday.
Gray, you ready for Deadpool Wolverine?
So ready for it. Excited.
God, you sound so defeated tonight. What happened to you? A girl break your heart?
No, I just had to, talk to you. What can I say? It drags me down.
Damn.
Yeah, like right.
Yeah, he had a hard time getting his lid open this evening, so someone banged his head against the edge of the counter, and it's just completely just ruined his mood.
Yeah,
God,
so
man.
right here in the app, the only options are the Despicable Me 4 Mega Mayhem combo and the Despicable 4 Me collectibles. That is it. There's nothing else there.
Chloe said she broke Gray. Chloe, why'd you do it to Gray? Gray, why'd you allow Chloe to break you? What did you do?
Meh. Good times.
Good times. Well, outside of that Leslie Headland video you're going to do, which other videos are you doing then?
What can I say? I'm in the middle of a few different ones. I've got one on just kind of bad criticism overall. Like, I've noticed this huge thing of just like buzzword criticisms where it's just like, this is the worst ever. This is the dumb, but nobody goes into any substance. So I don't know. That one I'm spending the most time on, but the other one is, a lot of people were saying that Star Wars is too sexy now. I don't know. I think it was always sexy, but maybe that's just me. Darnell gets it.
Oh, crazy. Yeah.
Well,
also,
but nerd sexy is completely different than normie sexy.
True.
God. Because when you said the thing about criticism, it's gonna be like what the organized chaos video, like why YouTube criticism or film criticism has been bad or something like that.
No, I think they can do better. That's it. Same thing with the whole stupid Weinstein thing. Like, come on, there's so much to criticize there. Like, actually talk about the real shit. Don't just do a bunch of buzzwords.
Yeah, for me, I think it also depends on people's attention spans too. Like, because when we do our open spoiler session for Deadpool Wolverine, and the part I have to clip out for our review of it, but it wouldn't be in the way that I would want yet until we get to that point where I'm at where we want us to be. We're gonna go super in depth with the movie, and we're gonna talk about it, and however people feel is however people feel at the end of the day. But the average person probably just wants like a 9-minute review that they could just get in, get out. So like we've kind of been at this point where people want like I'll say instant noodle content, as you would say, right? Like instant gratification. That's why TikTok popped up as hard as it has.
As much as it's probably not likely of being a really bad movie, if it goes wow, that has a butt.
A lot of ass.
Yeah. If it were, I'd give it the full Morbius treatment.
Hell yeah. If I tell you what I did to Greg, you'd get banned. You mean what you did to me, actually, because I'm hot, sexy, and good looking and rich, Well, yeah. Deadpool Wolverine coming up this week. Expect the projections video that we did to come out. It's going to come out literally tomorrow or Thursday, because after I get off the show tonight, we have to go and get that done, actually. I've been getting so much more content ready. I had to do the Chris Tyson video, as you guys saw. It's got a lot there I gotta go over. I was doing it earlier until fucking power went out, fucking bastard. But yeah, I guess when it comes to film criticism, it's I don't know, man. It's hard to do. I think if anyone ever wants to be any level of change for that, they're gonna have to put in endless hours of work into reviewing movies and television and whatever to really kind of break into the mold, because it really just feels like most people are just kind of going at it, but they're not taking the other route. Because if you identify that problem, then I would just go in that area and go, okay, I can potentially start being that difference for people, and you just have to constantly keep doing it, because we're only going to get to a point where people notice there's an issue with it potentially, but they're not doing anything about it on the other end of it, And in this you can, because we create content anyway. Once again, I'm in the Morty. I like the Joker, and I feel like the sequel is not needed. I'm interested to see how they further build up the world with and without a Batman. I like the first Joker movie, but I also agree with the criticisms of it. They're insanely valid. Also, Zazie Beetz is, black. So yeah,
it's gonna follow the historic sequel movie track in the sense that I don't think it's gonna do that well.
For Joker 2, there's no way it's the first one. No way.
I don't think it's gonna do nearly as good as the first one did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first one, it was over $1 billion, right? Like it's kind of crazy. I don't know.
Not really looking that deeply into it, and just kind of looking at the basic reporting of what the movie is, the cast, and kind of what they're doing with it. At best, maybe 500 million. Is what I'm kind of giving it. I don't see it really. I don't really seeing it attracting as much of an audience as the first one did.
Because with the first one, it was in this period where the marketing was this like mental health crisis marketing, which is so weird, but it managed to work out pretty well for it. And Warner Brothers didn't even put in that much money for the film. They only dumped like 30 million into it, but that's a lot of money too in general.
Well, additionally to that, they were also the media was giving it free publicity of theaters freaking out that there might be some kind of event. Well, that's a spectacle in itself that people are going to show up. Wow, what got to go see this movie that is going to be potentially so dangerous that might cause something to happen. So, I mean, that helps get people to the theater too if there's some kind of hysteria behind it.
Yeah, because Warner Brothers, the only reason why it's getting a sequel is because it made $1 billion. Remember, they didn't. I don't think they put in any level of care when that movie came around. You could kind of tell it came out. It was just a massive success for them, and I don't understand why they think it wouldn't be. It's like, you know how popular Joker is, right? That alone is going to get you money.
There's a lot of people alone. I know was saying that pissed off that they've been telling his origin. One of his big, and I agree with him. His big thing was he has no origin. Mm-hmm. His origin is shrouded in mystery, and I know a lot of people just didn't give a shit because they're like, man, we're not supposed to know all this shit about him.
Yeah, and then at the end of the movie, it's revealed that he's mentally insane talking to a guy in a insane asylum. So I'm thinking like he didn't even tell his origin story. The thing is, you can't really believe anything that guy says still. It's always been the thing about him. He just lies. He's a mentally unstable person. He doesn't tell the truth at all, honestly. He was even lying about his own mother in the movie,
And that's why if you look at the different actors that have played the Joker, that's why I do like Heath Ledger's version of it, because he even acknowledges he is an agent of chaos. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter to him. He just wants chaos.
Oh, in the Batman animated series, from an episode of Harley Quinn, where Harley Quinn captures Batman, he tells him, and he tells her how Joker tells different stories each time. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that people should probably notice a lot more too is how when villains talk. Remember, villains aren't exactly mentally all there. Just in general, they're trying to genocide people.
That movie was one of those we're humanizing the villain bullshit. Like, no, stop.
Dude, I'll be honest. I just never thought of him as getting humanized.
Joker. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That it's humanizing him. Oh, he's a misunderstood villain because he has mental illness. Oh, this is why he did what he did. No, stop making villains into like misunderstood people.
I just don't know if you can make a misunderstood villain out of like him shooting people and killing people. That's the thing, I think it goes into that. I don't know. It could be the Michael Myers thing of the whole 2007 Halloween movie where people thought they were humanizing him. I just don't get how people could think that the kid straight up murdered people. The only reason why people think it's humanizing is because as humans, we just empathize with people.
Yeah, like they give. Oh, he's not really this psycho killer. He's misunderstood. It just mental health issues.
And to be fair, both can kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, he's a villain. He's a villain. Just wants chaos.
Mm-hmm. But he did that in the movie. That is true. He straight up just caused so much shit. I will say that
it was all because he felt wronged. Everyone he attacked, he felt wrong
in his head.
Wronged by them, right? And that's not the joke. Joker's just a fucking psychotic.
No, but
psychotic agent of chaos.
You're describing a psychotic person. All that goes into what a psychotic person is. He's not sane in any capacity. I don't even know what he's saying in the movie is true. That's also good. I like being misled.
But this time it's musical.
Oh God, Lord! Oh no, that killed me now, please.
Yeah, supposedly it's because it's happening in his head. That's why there is all the musical numbers. It's all
it makes sense.
Which, but again, I don't want a humanized Joker. I want a Joker that's just killing for chaotic fun.
Did he not do that?
I have the same feeling about MSK.
Everybody killed someone who wronged him. Everybody, they wronged him or they made fun of him. Everybody.
That's what Joker does. I swear, multiple Joker media for Batman, he's did this constantly.
He kills without any reason. He just does it.
He did it with Murray in the movie.
No, Murray made fun of him. Murray made fun of him on stage.
There's been people in other Batman stuff that made fun of him and he killed too.
But he also killed just regardless in those movies.
Remember in the Dark Knight, I forgot which part one dude made fun of him. They used a clown. He took his face and he put him into a pencil.
Well, yeah.
He did the magic trick.
Well, or he took my balloons. He took my balloons. Why didn't you tell me he had one of those things? Bob, gun. Bam.
Goodbye, Bob.
Just kill him to kill him.
One sec. The Acolyte. What the fuck?
Because you are my number one guy.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just making him too much.
Oh no, man! I just can't sympathize with a character that just sort of murders people. The only one that is slightly understandable is the one we're in the subway. That one is like, okay, you could argue that in different ways. The other ones are not. He's straight up just an insane piece of shit. He's straight up a murderer.
That's the problem with the prequels is they humanized Anakin, Darth Vader.
That one in those movies they tried humanizing him. Those ones I agree. I don't see the way. I just don't see how to humanize Joker at all. I just can't.
The difference though with Anakin though is there's the redemption arc at the end of Jedi.
True.
So the humanizing in that case is a little bit better and more reasonable because the end of Jedi is the redemption arc of him regaining his humanity.
What's the villain? I think they humanize. God damn it.
Even though the Jedi are a bunch of cultists.
Loki's humanized, I would say. In the MCU, I would give him to be humanized.
Agreed. But by the time Loki came out, though, he'd pretty much already become a good guy.
Yeah, that's a character I would say they humanize to death. Like he's might as well be a full-blown good guy at this point.
We talked about this one show that they're humanizing all the villains and everything now. They're trying to make him like there's no such thing as good and evil anymore. Evil is misunderstood or pushed to a breaking point, and because they're misunderstood.
Right, evil is good, good is evil, up is down, down is up. It's that's exactly what they're doing.
Oh no, I was talking about the subway scene. The subway scene where he's getting picked on by the. You can tell this guy's trying to fuck with him. I'm talking about that one. That one is like you're in a kill or be killed situation. That one is understandable.
That was the only one in the movie that he did just for the sake of
living.
You can argue he did it because he would have gotten caught if he didn't do it. But the rest were all because he felt wrong. They always, I'm wrong. Like with Zazie Beetz, I was expecting him to kill her.
Yeah, because if you believe in the whole one, in the Killing Joke, he says one bad day. Well, the one bad day is not just one bad day. It's one bad day leading up to a series of bad shit that happened to him. That's what a series of events would do to someone. He just fucking snapped. He snapped and just murdered people. Which is great because you guys should read the Killing Joke. I do recommend that, honestly.
Okay, essentially, every time I hear all this stuff, I keep just. When you could go one bad day, I keep going to the movie Falling Down.
I keep going to Mariah Carey's One Fine Day. And I keep singing I really do.
Great movie, not a good song.
One Sweet Day with Boyz II Men. That's it. One Sweet Day.
What was the last guy he killed?
He's in it.
Oh, the last guy he killed was that police car chase when he got those two cops beat up in the subway. And then I think he hit a car or some shit like that. The problems with the Joker movie, they do the Batman origin story, even though he's never going to be a part of that universe at all. Remember at the end of the movie, Joe Chill kills Bruce's parents, and it's like, well, that's just unnecessary. What the fuck's that doing there? It's just literally just straight up unnecessary.
They're going to have 3 Batman universes in DCU, in the DCEU. Mm-hmm. The Robert Pattinson, the Phoenix one, and then the one they're going to have in the main continuity.
I would love to go see this movie in theaters, but I'm scared of getting shot. Okay, it's probably not gonna happen. Good Lord. Yeah. And then once again, toward the movie, since he's a mentally deranged crazy man, we don't know if he was telling us the truth. And keep in mind, the Joker movie is pulled from different forms of Joker stuff throughout the year. It's just heavily inspired by the Killing Joke. I don't care what he says. That movie's heavily inspired by that shit. It's just
Weezy brings up a really good point and says, so you guys think Lady Gaga is in his head?
Oh no,
because I feel that might do that. Yeah, I could see that being like a mental thing. Or are they this stupid that they're going to make Lady Gaga a Harley Quinn character?
She is Harley Quinn.
That's Harley Quinn. Yeah,
she's Harley Quinn. That's a character name.
That's Harley Quinn. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
And she's a patient, not a doctor.
Okay, so they're already really screwing things up.
Yeah, that's the weird part. Is she's a patient already? It's like, what timeline is this movie in his head? Did she become a patient after trying to help him escape, or she was? Because if it's revealed she already was a patient, that's not how that goes.
Oh, who needs to look at canon for anything anymore?
I've seen the trailer. I can answer these questions for you, or if you want me to not answer them,
no, I'll do a reaction. It'll all be there. And I just think Lady Gaga, I think she'll honestly do a great job as Harley Quinn. But then again,
I don't like her either.
I don't like Harley Quinn as a character in general.
I like Harley, but not.
All right, it's just me and you. Are you here? Alive?
Creepy. Not mentally, but physically, I'm here.
I love Harley Quinn, but not Lady Gaga.
See, Chloe says, just a refresher for that subway scene. Arthur ended 2 on the train and 1 ran away. The first 2 was self-defense, to him chasing the final one was execution. Yeah, so what I meant by that one was they bothered him first and they were attempting to fuck with him and potentially kill him. I could understand in that moment why he would mentally pop on those people, Yeah, the third one is really fucked where he's chasing that guy, but if those guys hadn't messed him to begin with, remember, you're not in a situation unless you kind of started first, But I understand what you're saying. No, Miss Kim, I'm talking about the last guy he killed. Oh, yeah. No. That's what I was referencing too. I just thought in my brain, I thought he just murdered all 3 of them. But I remember, yeah, you're right. He did chase the other one down. But then again, I was like, that guy kind of deserved that shit. They're planning on murdering him, But then again, it's all your mind teeters to those things, actually. Poor Gray. MSK really did a number on him tonight. It's okay. Don't worry. We're going to give him hugs, actually. Let's see. What else happened in the movie world, honestly?
That's the one.
I'm trying to think. There was something I wanted to talk about last night. We were looking for stuff to talk about, and I can't remember what it was. It was something with movies.
Certainly nothing political's happened anytime in the last little while.
Nothing.
I have never seen such a uneventful political season in my lifetime.
Yeah, it's almost halftime too. So I mean, it's almost the all-star break for political season.
Yeah.
Like what movies?
Okay, so opinions on this one. Do you think Kamala will make it through the DNC, the convention?
If they don't, I think yes. I think she is their pick because they have no one else. I think she is their pick. They have nobody else to pick.
I did see that cringe video of that guy basically asking people to clap for her. Oh, it was so beyond cringe.
Don't worry.
That was Chuck Schumer. Yeah, Chuck Schumer. Well, it wasn't clap for her. It was him being all proud of his decision to the press and expecting the press to be, oh, yeah, good job, Chuck. Good job, Democrats. But he didn't get any kind of reaction. He's like, I'm kind of expecting clapping. It's like, for what? Because you as a Democrat have decided to then throw your support behind the vice president.
I called it.
I know. You want a gold star? You want a cookie?
I know a lot of people were championing for other people like Obama, Michelle, people. I was like, no, they're going to pick her because she literally is good. And the reason why I said it, and I said it a while back, I'll just reiterate why I said it. The reason why I said she was going to get picked specifically was that, first of all, just look at what they're promoting on that side in that sphere. They're promoting women being in power, women this, women that. She's the vice president. She happens to be a woman. It's like the easiest slam dunk for them.
I think they're going to get to the convention and they're going to override and give it to Hillary.
Potentially, yeah. I don't disagree.
Because that's how stupid the Democrats have been. I could see them pulling something like that. And this again with the Democrats, the Democrats being the party that is out to protect democracy, is essentially shit on the votes of those that did vote in the primary. Harris didn't get it. Everyone's just lining just up behind Kamala. So there really hasn't been an actual vote by the Democrat voters for who their nominee is, since it's not going to be Biden. But when it comes to how they elect their candidate, they have a thing called superdelegates. So if the people go against what the elites want, they just use their superdelegates and override the voters.
Yeah.
So
what I'm thinking is funny is I don't think they realize how bad it looks is for months they were saying how competent Joe Biden is. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's so competent. And suddenly they're now the same big talking heads are saying now, oh, he's not competent. We need someone else. It's like, dude, do you not realize how fucking like stupid you look?
Well, that's what the Kamala's biggest problem is going to be. I mean, the Make America Great Again super PAC has ads out there showing all of her praise of Joe Biden and how competent he is. Okay, so how long have you known? You've been by his side the entire time. So you are just as responsible for his policies as he is.
Yeah. So another thing I'm seeing on X is people going, hey, without mentioning her race, her sex, or her personal lifestyle, tell me why you're voting for her. And people can't answer. They're like, oh, no, I'm not going to talk about this. Because you got no reason.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
No, I saw that tweet. Yeah. Without mentioning without mentioning these X things, why are you doing it? That's nothing.
No.
Let me just say that MSK already hates women and now it's black women, so he's biased. Of course I'm biased. Everyone's biased. And I love being biased, actually. I
love one of the memes is that it's Montel Williams side piece 2024.
Oh God.
But this is the Democrats do not have a bench that they can really select and really can go to, because even the ones that are somewhat notable within the Democrat Party are not going to do well with the rest of the country. Gavin Newsom, Gretchen Whitmer, they're not going to pull well, and they're not going to get voters to be pulled away from Trump.
Mm-hmm. It's also true. Yep. Native American, black, blobs. Fucking hell, dude. Crazy.
Well, the videos that are coming out of those in the black voters that have been coming out that are flat out saying that they're not supporting Harris, and they feel insulted that they are out there and then trumpeting the fact that she's a black woman, as this is going to be an automatic. This will regain the black vote back, and a lot of videos I've been seeing that it's not having the effect the Democrats think it's going to have. It's either going to it's going to diminish and prevent voter turnout on the Democrat side, or it's going to flop more people to a different candidate, third party or Trump.
Oh gosh. Well, geez, man. The MCU. Let's see where it's going to be at after Deadpool Wolverine. Only film they have coming out this year. What's the next TV show? Oh, it's just Deadpool and Agatha that are this year, right? Unless they have another TV show coming out. What other TV shows? Is it just those? That's it? That's it.
I mean, Young Avengers soon.
No way, man. No way. We can't hear you, dude. You're rapping.
Sorry. I turned my mic off to talk to my kid. That's something else that I want to talk about last night. The Russos are being looked at to be brought back into the next event, to Avengers 5 and 6. Because they got no direction for it. So they want to bring back the two who essentially, built the fucking empire.
And then the studio is going to get involved and they're going to mess it up. Because they could come in with a killer idea that would actually be successful, and then then the studio is going to do what the studio does, and they're going to mess with it, and it's going to be the Marvels.
Well, supposedly Feige wants to bring them back and they want to bring the writers who wrote all the Avengers movies for them back too.
You know, because that's the interesting part is if anyone's been checking out the Russo brother interviews for Avengers movies, they've been actually very open that they want to do more of them. It's not like they're not enthusiastic about doing it. It's not like they don't want to do it.
I think it's after Endgame they wanted a break.
Yeah, they did do other movies that people didn't really go and check out, honestly, or that they didn't know about because they're on streaming services. And as Patty Jenkins has once said, streaming movies are like the Wild Wild West. You barely ever hear about them. They go on there, honestly. She wasn't wrong. It's just we'll probably cover this on like Friday or whatever. I don't see a reason why they shouldn't. If they are genuinely wanting to do it because they like doing the other ones, I don't see why they shouldn't be doing them, you know? Like, people are going to be like, but I want a different vision on them. But if these guys are already doing a good job on them, I don't really see why they shouldn't be getting the opportunity, you know? I don't... Yeah, like, sometimes it is good having a different person's take on stuff. Sometimes it is. But if these people are genuinely like, hey, I really want to do it, all the interviews, they're like, hey, like an interview with someone, you want to do this movie? Yeah. You want to do that movie? Yeah.
Didn't Chris Evans say he'd come back if they came back?
I think so. Yeah.
I thought he said that a couple of years ago that like 2022, someone asked him about it, and he said if they came back, he would consider coming back to the role.
I would just be nervous about it because if you look at Doctor Who and the disaster that happened with Doctor Who, they brought back the starting of the revival, and he just destroyed it more. I can't remember his name offhand.
Disney doesn't.
Thank you. Right? Russell T Davies. He's the one that essentially modernized the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. No, they don't own
the Doctor Who. Jesus Christ.
They don't.
He revitalized the Doctor Who series.
Yeah, they don't own Doctor Who. They just came with a deal with the BBC. Right? They came with a deal with the BBC for streaming rights because it was on HBO. Then it went to Amazon 2 years ago. Then now Disney got it,
and now Disney actually controls it.
Right.
Oh no. Oh.
So with that in mind, that's why when the Russo brothers coming back, and even if they bring back the writers, you got to be cautiously. You can be optimistic, but I would definitely be cautiously optimistic because it could be a sign that after 5-6 years of disastrous Marvel, maybe they are finally going to start making a course correction. There is that possibility if they're bringing back the writers that made it successful, the directors that had made it successful, and stop with DEI hire writers and directors. Maybe they're waking up and going, yeah, we do need to go back to what was working.
And this movie, Deadpool Wolverine, is a good first step in that direction, but I don't think it's gonna
happen. The problem, the issue with that is that's all fine and dandy that they're going to be doing this now because I'll give Kevin Feige this. He has made a conscious effort to talk about certain things that people have concerns with, like the overabundance of content, right? He said they're going to put some limits on that, which I don't think is a bad idea. I think it's a good idea, honestly, given how much bad content's been coming out. Then he also addressed the Daredevil situation, or the Daredevil situation they were in before, where he walked in and just axed it as well bad the situation is. That's good. And they redid it, and they liked the way it came out now. But the problem here is, like, how did we ever get to this point where they allowed a bunch of hacks and nobodies to get inside here, do this, mess everything up, and now he essentially has to just basically course correct everything, get it back to where it was before, when in reality, we shouldn't have been to begin with. We shouldn't have never gotten to this point, but the egos were just out of this world after Endgame. They thought they could just do anything at that point, And now we're seeing potentially course correcting. We've seen it with some stuff, We've seen it with a little bit of things. Hopefully it's going to be a full throttle shift to, back to where things are. But will DC get to that point too? Because I know we've never talked about the recent James Gunn stuff, but did you guys see the Superman Legacy Superman images that propped out for some of those costumes? Those look pretty bad. I'm not like those look. The Superman costume is kind of, I give a little bit of pass to. I don't think it's that bad. I think it looks okay, but those other costumes look like booty ass.
They'll fix it in post.
Hopefully they do, because those look like actual trash. You know.
So, Hal Jordan is going to be what's his face, right?
Green Lantern.
Yeah, no. The actor, Nathan Fillion.
Oh,
I think I saw that, and then like a list of like 5 other superheroes that don't sunburn. don't know if there's a theme they're going for that, or they're just trying to. I don't know what's the deal. And look, I am not saying it's a good or bad thing either way. I just don't understand, like, why, if this is a Superman movie, why do you need like 5 other heroes?
Yeah, because to be fair, that happens in comic books too. There's heroes that pop up in other people's stories. It really just depends on how they're utilized. But I think when it comes to movies, specifically when it comes to superhero movies, there's very few of them that ever balance that out in a way where everyone gets their own enough screen time where they feel meaningful. You know, it's just kind of how it's been.
Either feels like a forced character or.
Yeah, because Superman, like, you can have Martian Manhunter in this movie and have him be an impactful character. It just depends on how you're utilizing these characters. Because I guarantee you guys, in comics, there's multiple characters that appear in other people's stuff. It just depends on how they're utilized. Obviously, in comics, it's different compared to like movies because drawing a character in a scene versus like filming is different. That's just how it's gonna go. I just don't hope it's just overloaded with just so many other superheroes that. When you finally realize what the film was, because after you watch it, you have that after feeling of like, did this work? I don't want that feeling of like, man, that character was there, but why was that character there if they didn't really achieve anything? This could have just been did later on. Yeah, because what people have noticed when it comes to DC and James Gunn's universe is that they've kind of pulled on the brakes on announcing more dates for more movies. They're going to see how well Superman hits at the box office, then they'll go with more ideas. Because I'll be honest here, that idea of bringing on Andy Muschietti to direct Batman is a red flag, huge red flag. Okay, the Flash movie he directed was bad. It's awful. He's going to direct Batman. Automatic red flag. Nope, I'm planting my red flag there.
Was there ever a reason given why Pattinson's Batman is not part of that universe?
It was already going to be a separate thing, automatically from the jump. I personally think they should have just course corrected that and just make that the movie, honestly.
I know. I didn't know. I thought there was a reason given why they were going to do it because they killed the other universe so they can pare it down to one.
Yeah.
And Gunn said that we're only going to have one universe going forward.
Yeah.
Games, movies, animation. Now there's
more for Joker,
1,
Batman,
2, 3,
they're even
4,
axing.
4.
They're axing Superman and Lois because they don't want to cause confusion with the movie Superman versus the TV one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, DC's in a weird spot, man. I really hope James Gunn's going to do a good movie. I think he is. I have hope on some crazy degree, but hopefully I'm proven wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm proven right. Is it wrong? My brain is mushy tonight. Hopefully James Gunn can deliver.
Just assume that you're going to be proven wrong. I mean,
that's not a good thing.
Record and all.
My track record is flawless. No.
They don't call him Master L King for nothing.
I master W's. That's what I do. I spit hot fire of W's.
Call it MLK.
Random comment. I know I'm playing Hitman and I see an explosive shaped as Napoleon Bonaparte?
But blown apart. Blown apart.
Oh, I didn't see a part. My mic's right here in front of the comment. Good Lord. Napoleon blown apart.
Sure. That's what the problem is. That's quack.
God, man.
What's up, Iron?
Hey, what's up, Iron?
Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, guys, just waking up. How's it going? Pretty good. Just talking about, Superman, DC.
Nasquack.
Usual life.
You woke up just in time for a Nasquack moment. Good time.
I didn't see the word. Oh my God. God. Why can't I ever get, like, the benefit of the doubt? Be good
why.
First, and I'll worry about continuity later, if at all. Yeah, that's the thing, is this movie right here that's coming up, Superman for DC, is super important. This is like, I shit you not, this is like their all-in initiative coming up with the comic books in October. And keep in mind, what's good about I know people have talked about the DC Absolute Universe. The one shining light that a lot of people didn't hone in on, there is no reboot. You know, for every time they did one of these, it's been a reboot. There's no reboot, no retcons from Dawn of DC till this one. That's good, right? But when it comes to movies, specifically just movies, because I know a lot of people are like, well, is this going to retcon or reboot what we were going in Dawn of DC? No reboots, no retcons. So if you're thinking like beginning Crisis, post-Crisis, 252 to Rebirth that got rebooted and constantly, no reboots are happening with the comics coming with the All-In Initiative. Whereas with the movies, this is their last chance for a reboot. After this, you just need to give it up if you can't do it right. Just go to straight releasing animated movies in theaters at that point. This is not worth it anymore, you know?
You know what's funny? Both Marvel and DC, the comics divisions are now being supported by the movie divisions.
It's crazy. It's really,
how much money the movies were making.
Yeah, because remember, DC and their trailers have, I guarantee you when Superman drops for a trailer, Superman, at the end of that Superman trailer, you're going to have recommendations for comic books. I think that's what trailers should do. I liked when DC was saying, hey, buy these books to kind of get to know the hero that we're going to do. That's a great thing. That's honestly a great thing. So why is it happening just now? Why has it always been a thing?
So, did you buy Blue Beetle then?
I bought some of them. Yeah, I did. I can't.
That's why we got the X-Men back in the 2000s. Because Marvel was going bankrupt, and they sold the rights to the X-Men.
What's crazy is we still don't have
sold Spider-Man. Before they sold the rights to Spider-Man, the movie rights, and that's what saved Marvel from going bankrupt. And then it was not like after when Iron Man came through, and then that started making $1 billion movies.
Yeah,
that's when the comic divisions were just like, yeah, we're just gonna survive off of the movie money.
Yeah. No, man. The last chances, like their box offices for all the last DC films were awful. Every single one of them were complete bombs on a metric of really, really bad. Let's just say that.
Really not Aquaman 2.
Yeah. Also a massive fail in terms of money. Massive fail.
Okay, but not the Flash, though.
Flash was a fail on levels I don't even want to describe to people. That is bad.
Hey, it was that was just a success, just a little bit under Morbius.
Right? Yeah.
But Morbius was so good they released it twice, right?
I know,
right. I mean, Morbius was a religious experience.
Yeah.
The young people care because the older people care, not because they're bringing it in.
I think you can get a younger audience in, but the problem here with that goes into a later thing. If you were already, this is how it is. Their movies have been drastically making no money. If you look at Aquaman's domestic performance over the time it was released and it's international, it's just not good. The actual interest in their movies has basically just been killed off. Superman has to be a hit. It just has to be. If it's not a hit and no one goes to see it, I mean, why would you continue more movies in this universe? I think they still will because this is their last-ditch effort. But this is what they need to understand, that even if you have a movie that doesn't perform to expectations, keep doing it, right? You want to keep going. You don't just want to stop. Like, even with the MCU, given how bad things are, they're still going to keep trying, which is good. You don't just give up the entire thing, unless it's so bad like it was for them. You might want to restart. But I don't know if there's interest in their movies. It's not. If you look at all the numbers, it's just not there. Aquaman 2, I think, grossed $400 million.
There, if it was interesting. I mean, like, Suicide Squad, man. Like, as bad as that first one was, I think we all went and saw the second one. Like, I don't know. And yeah. So I don't know. I think the interest is there if they can come up with a story.
Yeah, and that movie failing is different reasons, but remember that movie was a byproduct of failing because the first one was so bad and the word of mouth on that one was so bad. It's like why would the average person check out the sequel if the first one is as bad as it was? Like, I wouldn't blame someone for not watching the sequel. That first one is donkey shit. Why would anybody watch that first movie? You know, it's just how carryover works with some of these things. You know, like Aquaman 2 made like what, $400 million? People think, isn't that pretty good? Not even close to how much money that movie is invested into it. Not even close to the marketing, to complete utter failure marketing wise. Remember, these movies are made to make money. It's ultimately what it is, right? Interest has not been there. Shazam 2, fail. Blue Beetle, fail. Aquaman 2, fail. What was the other one they released? 2023. The other movie.
There's another one?
There was 4.
Black Adam.
Fail. Massive fail. 2022. The Batman was 2022, right?
Yeah.
Technically, it's a break even.
That would, to be fair. Oh no, never mind. I thought that one was straight there streaming. I'm thinking of the Matrix.
That one was a break even. 2021. No, So it's got to be that money wise fail. 2020 Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 84, massive fails. 2019,
Wonder Woman 1984. What year was that?
2020,
22 or 20?
2020. Yeah,
it was 2020.
Yeah,
and so that one went to streaming. So really, no recouping anything on that one.
Yeah, the Birds of Prey came out. Remember, toward the very end of before COVID started, completely failed. It failed before COVID started. It was in theaters a month before COVID had became a thing anyway. Yeah. No one was watching that shit. They even retitled it. Remember, it was called Harley Quinn, the One Emancipation of blah 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 blah, and then it just Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Yeah, that's how many times have you seen that happen? Like, how many times have you seen a movie studio change a movie's title when it's in its theater life cycle because they feel like people didn't understand what the title was or thought it was too confusing? You know, that's pretty. That's pretty.
Now you couldn't get it right, so I think they were correct. It was something about the emancipation of Harley Quinn. But,
great,
fair enough.
Sorry, I mispronounced one word.
I mean, you don't want long movie. You don't want long titles for movies anyway. I mean, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What about the Englishman who went up a hill and came down a mountain? I don't know. There's some weird ass flicks.
Was in theaters too. Yeah, and you're right.
I think it's like Horizon: America Saga Chapter 1 or something like that. I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird ass titles.
If I'm getting bored reading the title of the movie, I lose interest.
For sure.
Isn't that crazy? That shit was so ass. Oh my god. There's that's the most forgettable, worst super movie ever. I remember there's one decent scene in it, and the rest is so. Why did she wear that armor?
You realize what you just said?
Worst. We all know which scene you like too.
Eternals.
One of.
Okay, I thought you said it was the worst. I'm sorry.
Arguably, you could make that. Hey, there's not arguments you can make with some of these worst ones. They're all debatably worse in their own way. Eternals is just plain retarded.
I don't know. Every single new movie that's been coming out, comic book for the most part, is always the next worst thing that's been produced. I mean, the Eternals comes out and it's like, this is the worst thing ever. Next thing, another thing from Marvel comes out. Oh, the Marvels. Oh, this is now the worst.
I'm convinced there's a massive pile of Coke on a conference table, and each person has their multiple lines. Yeah. All right, everybody do your first line and do it. All right, worst comic movie you can come up with. The Marvels. Snort. Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Captain America 4. Snort. And I'm convinced that's what's happening. And they're just coming up with shit movies.
And when everyone's coked out of their brains, what's the last thing? Agatha.
Do it.
All along.
Yeah. Wait, no, call it something else. Wait, no, give it another name.
Hey, I saw 2 people commenting on it on Twitter.
New World Order. No, that's Captain America 4.
God, fucking hell.
What happened on Twitter?
So shit, man. 2 people on Twitter. I love Agatha. Full-blown series. What? All right. Fuck it. Just money hole. Money laundering. Whatever the fuck people call it. Just a money hole of trash. Whatever. Who's this girl that's
maybe it's going to be amazing. You never know.
But hey,
I wasn't expecting much, and then all of a sudden, Madam Web dropped, and you
didn't get a rope to end it all for watching that.
Definitely a movie.
It's certainly a movie.
It exceeded my expectations as being garbage.
No, I'm not even lying. When it comes to worst super movies, we've been getting a lot of those really worst ones ever. Eternals is not good. It's really bad. Birds of Prey they're just not good. Shazam 2, I would say, I wouldn't call that the worst one ever. It's just really bad. But I wouldn't call that one on the level of Eternals. You know what I mean?
I'm convinced. They make a movie and they're like, all right, I think we can top that one. Go for it.
You know what's crazy, man? Walter, it's the fact that they technically did Black Mask better in Arkham Origins, even though that was kind of scuffed with that reveal than they did in the movies. Oh, Ewan McGregor is Black Mask. Okay, just practice this for you guys. Take out superhero shit. Why would Black Mask, a guy who is a leader in criminal underworld activity, hire a white girl to assassinate someone and get a diamond out of someone's ass or stomach or where the fuck that shit was.
It's because his wife played Huntress.
Yes,
that's why.
That was the acting was so bad in that bitch. She was like, "I'm Huntress." I'm like, yeah, that's shit. No.
And she's not a bad actress.
Her as Huntress was that. It was rough. That shit was hard to get through. Birds of Prey is so shit. Fuck that, man. All right. Go for a little bit longer here because I really got to get some of these videos done tonight. I got to get that Deadpool video found so I can upload it for tomorrow. But yeah, we'll have some more topics Friday. I got some good stuff planned for that day. So Sunday or Saturday, Deadpool Wolverine open spoiler discussion. Keep in mind, this is not going to be the traditional review that I would do because we're going to start doing the movie review projects. Sorry, we're going to start doing the movie, TV, anime projects where we're going to watch older stuff into the newer stuff and review it. Or if you guys don't do it with me, I'm doing it myself. So you can either have collabs or you can just have me doing it, giving my opinions on it, which is fine because I'm the leader. I'm the brains of the operation here. Sorry, I got too excited.
You don't need no producer.
Movies, TV, anime projects coming back big. I know people have been, because people know I'm dedicated to doing it. Just got to get the right time for it, but it's coming back. So when it comes to new movies that we're going to watch, like Deadpool, Wolverine, and other ones that we're going to watch and we're going to review for you guys, I'm not going to title them a review. I'll probably title it in a different way. So we're going to have that open spoiler discussion potentially on Sunday or Saturday. Now I have to keep that movie in my head for 2 days straight while also watching League.
Take notes. Like I said, I'm bringing my iPad so I can take notes.
You got to rub it in MSK's face that you know how to write.
Oh, that have an iPad?
We definitely need good opinions. So you with the panel is better. Nope. I'm also better by myself because I get more stuff done by myself. People are on the same level that I am when it comes to stuff, you know? So
I didn't realize you got a new nickname, man. The Duke of L's.
Yeah, the Duke of L's. I like that one.
Shit, man.
All right. MLK.
Speaking of WNBA stuff, we'll cover more Indiana Fever games with Caitlin Clark when the season starts to begin. in a month. Pretty much in a month, yeah. So expect that. And I'm still kind of looking for a top G. We're not gonna have Wednesday top Gs this week anyway, because I was already going out of town Wednesday. I won't be here Wednesday. I'll be back early Thursday morning.
Hey, I just saw something a little while ago that Team USA, the men's team, had a last-second shot to win against Sudan, a team that has no indoor basketball courts in their country.
Wow! They lost against a car.
Yeah. They actually, LeBron James actually played basketball. He drove through players. He wasn't just trying to stand there, general the game and then take a shot from 30 feet away from a defender. And I think he actually played defense in that game too.
LeBron has been carrying that men's team. Yeah, doesn't that team have Stephen Curry and Anthony Davis on it right now currently?
They showed Steph Curry shoot a shot from 40 feet away and just drained it.
Good Lord.
Yeah, if LeBron James played in the NBA like he plays in these games, I would hate on him less because he actually plays defense when he plays for Team USA, and he actually plays basketball. He doesn't play I'm a diva.
Yeah, and he's black, so we have to rag on him more, and I like doing that for black people. They need to be ragged on more, in my opinion, honestly. What else is there? And that's pretty much it for the most part. I just got to get this stuff done today. I spent most of my whole day sleeping. No, I gotta stop doing that. No sleep. Getting videos done. What we gotta do. And also, what else is here? No, I think that's good for the most part. Grade's got some content coming up. Darnell will eventually have content that'll exist, but maybe not, maybe so. Just depends. We're not gonna give him any clout at all.
Nope,
not happening.
It's coming. I may start with a Deadpool review.
Drunken Emerald Arrow will eventually have content that exists 10 years from now when he's doing his Green Arrow headquarters, Oh,
I got to get things built. And then then after I get that built, then I got to build a studio. And then I'll have to redesign the studio. And then after I get done redesigning the studio, then I'm going to have to upgrade my equipment because it's all going to be out of date. And then once I do that, I'll realize that I know the floor clashes with the ceiling. So I'm going to have to redesign it again. Eventually content will come out.
So us is just basically just like my dad. You're not getting anything done.
I would like to use the Darnell's I'm pleading the fifth.
All right. What else has been going on? So yeah. On Thursday, I don't know. On Thursday, I don't think I have the Cloud9 podcast with Chaz, and on Friday we're gonna start getting back to content. So yeah, I'm in search for a top G. I have to find that top G. He left me, guys. Maybe it'd be Chaz, who's also black and a less G. What in the world? Good Lord. All right, everyone, let's start doing outros. Start with Gray. What you got planned coming up, man?
Yo, I gotta actually get these videos out. So I'm working on like 3 of them simultaneously. I just need to focus on one of them. But hey, if that doesn't come out before then, every Thursday you can check out The Thinkers on That Darn Kidda's channel. That's The Thinkers on That Darn Kidda's channel. Every Thursday, YouTube, That Darn Kidda. You know, it's people from at least 3 different continents getting together, disagreeing about everything. And yeah, still able to talk after disagreeing. So it's kind of interesting. Come over, have a thought, tell us we're wrong. You know, it's at least more informed than MSK.
Hell yeah.
But that's about all I got going on. What about you, Darnell? What you got going on?
Slowing down the AI music for a while. Life has been kind of stepping in the way. Going to see Deadpool this weekend, and I'll be here to talk about it. The movie I waited my entire life for and can die happily after seeing. I'm considering I've asked a few people about doing a review channel and maybe bringing something up myself. So who knows? That may be coming soon. Yeah, Drunken.
I think looking for a classic movie to maybe start content with, and we're going to go really old school. And maybe we'll start the channel off with content of
do This Island Earth.
I was thinking Gone with the Wind.
Damn, crazy.
We're going old school. Or we could go with the First Color movie.
Whoa. You can't say that word.
Whoa. First Colorist?
Gone with the Wind?
First Colorist movie? What the hell?
No, colored. The first one in color.
Oh, okay.
Because we're off to see the Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Oh my God.
Because there's no place like home.
Me and Selena might do the watch parties for the shark movies. I really don't know, honestly. We'll have to see how it's gonna go, depending on how busy I am Sunday. Maybe Sundays from now on, if we don't have a podcast, we'll just do like a league stream, or I'll just get some more content done. Because maybe a day off is not that bad. Because that means we would have shows Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. So shows 4 days a week. That means Wednesday, ? Thursday. We usually took Thursday off anyway, so it doesn't mean anything. So Wednesday and Sundays will be like what would you call them? A wild card day. That's what I call them. Wild cards. We'll see how they go. If you see shows Wednesdays and Sundays moving forward, just keep in mind, it's not a guarantee at this point. I got to update my schedule on that too. Let me put, let's just do Sunday, wild card. And then let's do Wednesday, wild card.
He can write down. He can type in a calendar, but can't type down notes for a movie.
Crazy, am I right? Thursday, yeah. All the show times are fine. Yeah, Saturday we'll start at 6 now on Saturdays. That's why I'm gonna do a channel video soon with these updated times. Yeah, all the updated times are there. Everything's good. Emerald, anything you want to say before we head out?
I'm hoping Deadpool Wolverine is what we hope it to be.
I hope. And
I hope.
I told people this too before.
It's to lose at this point. Like, I don't know. They're predicting 150 million. So I don't know.
360.
360 is the latest on opening.
A 360
wow.
no scope.
Nice.
360 is
I hope they do it, man. It's the biggest one of the year. It's the one that's been most advertised. Everything I've seen seems consistent. So I want to put my faith in them that they can do something that doesn't suck. But we'll see.
But here's the thing. I don't think it's not them doing it. This is Ryan Reynolds and his production company doing it. If it was Disney doing it, they would have had their way and shit all over the character, the IP. Like, that's why
Fair enough.
Feige fired him. That's why Kevin Feige let him go for 4 projects.
Yeah. I mean, they are tying in a few things to it. It is kind of bringing in the whole, I guess they kind of did that with the Marvels, but it's kind of relating the X-Men universe to it.
Yeah. Well, again, the new Rockstar said it's not as connecting as everyone thinks it's going to be. It has a kind of like a stand on its own, but yeah, it's got a little bit of connectivity. And I think if Marvel's right, if plays their cards right, they'll connect it to more. And they'll keep Deadpool as like the new Stanley or something, but it's probably not going to happen.
I'm just waiting for Professor X to be played by a brilliant woman of color in a wheelchair.
Critique him as a diva. Yeah. I critique black people all the time. They deserve it. Most overrated race on the planet. But
he is a diva, though. LeBron is a diva.
For me, as you guys know, the usual stuff has been going on. I've been uploading the Cloud9 podcast episodes to Rumble. I'm beginning on season 2 right now. New episodes of Iron Man podcast and Cloud9 podcast uploaded to podcasting platforms. And then content we've already did on this show uploaded to YouTube as well. Then we have channel update video coming. I have my comic videos coming, and then I have this Chris Tyson video I need to work on as well. So there's plenty of content coming for you guys. And keep in mind, now that we're potentially down 2 days of shows, if for like Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, you see like any shows, Iron Man podcast wise, well, you see the Cloud9 podcast on Thursday. So let's say Wednesday, Sundays, those aren't guarantees for shows anymore. Depends on how I work something behind the scenes to get something done and ready and set up. You'll just have shows Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday with these cloud chasing fucks. So enjoy them and all their entertainness or their entertaining parts of them, whatever the words may be in this life. Wait a minute. Oh my God. I think I just realized something. I might have been a minute. Oh, shit. Nope. Oh. I'll just pretend I forgot this, even though I intentionally, potentially, maybe might not be the real reason why these things have happened.
Okay, you've talked so much about it, you could have just said it, and we probably would have been on by it.
Oh, no. I'm going to get in trouble for that shit, because my brain just noticed something right now, and I'm like, oops.
Oh, Walter, yes, he was a diva, but if Jordan said he was to do something, he did it. He didn't back down. He didn't, like, stomp his feet and do this when the ball was inbounded to the referee. He played. He went up. He had fucking centers scared of him. Shaq even was feared Jordan. Shaq didn't fear LeBron. No one does. No one did.
All right. Sorry. That's fine. What else is here? And don't worry. Great content is coming. You can't.
You've been saying that for over a year now.
Who's it coming from?
I'm just telling you, it's gonna happen. YouTube has literally been fucking over me in terms of notifications. Maybe people aren't interested in the content. I really don't know. Honestly, I'm just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks at this point. That's what I'm doing. I tried everything, but at this point, I just
I'm impressed you lasted this long on YouTube, man. Very impressed.
Yeah, we all had like our dates like 2-3 weeks tops, but it's impressive.
Well, wonders never cease.
Oh, shit. So, yeah. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man podcast. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great... Oh, sorry. We'll see you guys on Friday. Yeah, Friday Bangers, 8:30 p.m. PST. See you guys later.